Hi guys, welcome back to another video of CP Bowling. Good morning, and it is a Sunday. It is the day of the PBA monthly finals tournament. What we've been practicing for in the last episode. First, let's go get some breakfast and some coffee. Um, as you can hear from my voice, I didn't get a lot of sleep. Siguro excited sa larong to. Um, I don't know, are you the same? When you have a game, either basketball or bowling or any game, or if you have a trip, if nakakatulog ba kayo before the game? I couldn't. I really tried. There was a point I slept and then I woke up after an hour. Yeah, let's grab breakfast. Fast food na lang tayo since we're an hour away from registration. So let's grab some breakfast, coffee, and let's head to Santa Lucia. Let's go. So we're done with the tournament. Our second tournament this year. The registration was at 9 a.m. and roll off started at 10 a.m. So medyo maaga. And I'll be honest, I didn't get any sleep last night, guys. Probably I was too excited, which is probably one of the things I need to change whenever I have these tournaments. So let's talk a little bit about the tournament. So the entrance fee is 1,500 pesos for regular rates. And if you are a senior citizen or a PWD, you get a discount. It's 1,300 pesos. For the format, it's 6 games total, and then the seventh game is positioning, just to know where you will land. You move lanes every 2 games, so every after 2 games. Total of 6 games, and then the last game, which is the seventh, is the positioning round. So that's the format. Pretty standard format for bowling tournaments, and it was fun. Um, I was part of the lower division, the under 170 average division, and we'll work our way towards the first division as we progress, diba? All right, how did I fare? How did I perform? So we were, I would say, okay as our performance. It's a lot better compared to our first tournament where we placed almost dead last. I think, if not the last. I think now we placed 12th overall out of 23 or 24. So nasa fifth, nasa gitna tayo. But and that's including handicap. But if you look at the scratch scores, which is without handicap, I would have been the seventh, which would place me at part of the top 10, which is a big win if you ask me. Um, Overall, I averaged 164, which is a 20 pin improvement from the first tournament, and that's a lot. Although I know I can do better, that 164 average, I can do a lot better, and it showed in some of my scores. So what happened with the game? So I started with a 154, and then followed that up with a 168, which is okay but still low. And then on my third game, I had a 193, which is my highest for the tournament today. And then followed that up with a 162. And then on my fifth game, a 151. And then ended it with a 170. Um, yeah, those are the scores. On the seventh game, I scored 155. But that 155 could have been a lot better. Um, so, number one, I want to thank the Pasig Bowling Association for having these monthly events. It's really fun. You get to meet a lot of the other bowlers that are part of the Pasig Bowling Association. Um, what I was really fascinated about was seeing their arsenal, their bowling balls. As you know, I'm keeping an eye out for what would be the next set of balls that I'd like to buy within budget. And then we'll get there in a bit. So salamat PBA or Pasig Bowling Association for setting that up. That was really really fun event. You guys did a great job there. Um, Now, what are the things I think that I can do better? Number one, start strong. If you look at my scores, um, it was not it was not even steady. It was like a roller coaster. I'd start low and then high, high and then low. So I have to make sure that I try to maintain uh, scoring consistency. I think that's the right term. Um, Second would be don't rush. So there were times uh, when I was already tired that I would rush towards my shot, and that's where I saw a lot of the inconsistent first balls. Um, so that's my second. Third would be equipment. I really need to buy a stronger ball to make it easier for me to be able to play the 6, 7 games. If you look at those that would strike a lot, they're taking lesser shots, which means they're exerting lesser energy versus those that have to do a second shot to try to spare. Of course, the scores would go up, diba? But if you think of it that way, they're playing with less effort because it's easier for them because they're striking a lot. And having a stronger ball means you know that it's gonna have a chance to enter the pocket. And what I was trying to do with my ball was really will itself towards the pocket. It's really straight, uh, no, almost no hook, going straight to the pocket, or even Brooklyn nga minsan. Um, the fourth, which I think is the most important thing that I need, is practice. Practice, practice, practice. And I think it's evident that the practice that I've been putting in has translated to the improvements that we're seeing today. But kulang pa eh. Kulang pa talaga. We need a little bit more push. Ang naging problem ko lang is because I practice on a Friday and today's a Sunday, I can still feel the burn on my left leg. So sabi nga ng wife ko when we were chatting about like how did I perform, her suggestion was also to start working out again. So practice and work out. I need to work my legs. So a lot of the effort that you actually do in bowling is with the legs, lower body talaga. That's where all your power comes from. That's where all the energy is exerted. Most often than not dito sa left leg mo because that's what holds your stability down the line. So yeah, so we need to strengthen our lower body. Upper body not much, but of course included in the workout. But yeah, we need to work out. Things with my physical game, what I think we need to improve on a lot. Better first ball, better sparing. I miss a lot of makeable spares, but I also was able to make good spares. I even I think was able to make a split, a 5-10 split. So really happy there, really good. Pat on the back, but we still gotta improve. Overall, I'm happy with how we performed in today's tournament, improving by 20 pins from the previous tournament is a win for me. I really see this as a win. Um, we were just really 10 on average, no, 10 average of 10 pins away from the number one slot. So what that means is if I just made one more strike or one spare for each of the games, I would have been closer to the number one spot. Could have been 2 or 3, but you know That's math. I don't want to overcomplicate it. Just means you have to do better next time. Um, can see that I had better mental and better physical game, a better physical game today. Although sabi ko nga, with the things I need to do better, I have to improve on body wise, my lower body sa legs. I was really having fun earlier. Um One, because the bowlers that I played with on the lanes had really good interaction. Um, so sad for Grant, one of the bowlers. During practice, his new IQ, Storm IQ tour got scratched, and it really deep scratches. So it's, you know, I don't think he can use that ball anymore. So sorry, Grant. But I know you can replace it. He has a really good arsenal. I saw an Infinite Physics, Eternity, the ball that I want. We need better equipment. And there are a couple balls that I'm looking at. Um, A symbols. So in the Pro Shop, there's Eternity. There's DNA. There's the Absolute. There's the Code, which I think is an ASIM too, and there's a Gem Pearl. So we'll decide. Soon we'll at least get one ball and then another bag. That's what I'm aiming for. Um, so what's next for us? Next would be league. So I was invited to join the weekly Tuesday league of the PBA, Pasig Bowling Association. They start this Tuesday. So na-invite ako. So really happy there. So this what this means is weekly. I will be playing as practice, and it's different than when you have people you're bowling with versus when you're alone. I still want to practice on my own and add this into my weekly schedule. So every Tuesday I'll do 4 games, 3 to 4 games dito sa league, and then the Friday I want to do maybe 2 to 3 so that we just focus on the things we need to improve on. Yeah, so next would be the PBF Philippine Bowling Federation sanctioned PBA Open. Link here if you're interested to join. Just contact these folks here, dito, so that you can be registered. The first 100 bowlers that have registered and paid on site will get a free shirt. This free shirt. So, and thanks for those that have already liked, or not liked, that have subscribed to the channel. We now have 776, I believe, subscribers. So that's like really, really quickly from the 700 that we achieved a couple days ago. Now we're at 776. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Please, if you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe. It will help us out a lot. And stay tuned for more bowling content coming to you guys. So definitely we'll have league content now, practice content, and then tournament content. So I'll try to include some of the clips moving forward while I'm playing on tournaments. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed it a ton playing today. I'm sorry I don't have any clips, but trust me, I had fun. And I hope with me bowling and sharing my thoughts and my experience, it makes you want to try bowling. And it's a really fun sport, guys. It's a sport that makes you better, not just physically but mentally. The focus you need every time you make a shot is intense. So I was drained when I got home. I just slept for a couple hours right after. All right, I've been rambling too much. I hope you guys enjoy this. Just sit down, conversation with me, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.